What's up, comic fans? And welcome to the preview show of comics coming out this week. Alright, we're going to get into the comics coming out this week. We're going to do a little spec diving. We're going to get all into it right after this. Welcome back. Alright, so we're going to get into the spec books for this week. I didn't find too much out there that I was like jumping out of my shoes for, but we're going to get into the books anyway. First off, we have Dark Blood #1, second printing. Doesn't look like there is many covers out there for this, but I did find one on eBay. There you go. This is what it appears to look like. And the only person selling it as it's selling for $14.99. 2 available, 3 sold, 1 viewed per hour. I'm not saying rush out and get this, but this may be a book that there's still cover A's, first prints on the shelves of your local comic shop, and so this one probably didn't get ordered too crazy. So if this book ever blows up, this second print could be valuable. Up to you what you do with that information. You don't need to rush out there and pay $15 for this book plus $4 shipping and handling. But if you want to, I'm not judging you. Go ahead, grab that book. Anyway, Dark Blood #1, second print, first book on the list, now off the list. Next up, we're going to Eat the Rich #1, Boom Studios. So we know Boom Studios has been putting out hit after hit after hit. So here we go. This looks like a fun book to get. Eat the Rich. I'm putting it on there. Lots of cool covers out there for this one. What can we say about this book? If you want to find out more about it, you can read that. All right. And Eat the Rich #1 from Boom Studios. That was the next book on my list. All right, moving on. We got Radiant Black #5. #5 had some first appearances in it for Radiant Black. This is the third print variant, so we're going with that. Again, another print, probably low print count from Image. So we're going to go with Radiant Black #5 and its first appearances in there for our third spec pick. And last but not least, we got Second Chances #1, another Image comic book. Second Chance Hotline. Call now and get a new identity. All you need is cash, a proper referral, and a very good reason to start over. All right. This just looks like a cool book. They mentioned John Wick. Whew. Not that he's part of this universe, but what the book feels like. Feels like bizarre noir that feels like John Wick punching through an existential French New Wave fever dream. All right. I believe the interiors are black and white, so if you don't like black and white interiors, stay away from it. If you do, cool. If you have no problem with it either way, that's there for you. So that's another #1. That's from Image. And those guys are my spec books for this week. Dark Blood #1, second printing. Eat the Rich #1. Radiant Black #5, third printing, and Second Chance #1 from Image Comics. All right, let's get into the comics coming out this week. The rest of the comics, we're going to start off with DC. All right, DC this week looks like a little bit of a light week. I mean, they got like 12 comics, so I don't know how light you consider that, especially if you buy every comic coming out. I'm probably not going to get anything this week, but we'll see. Nightwing #83 has a pretty cool cover. You got The Flash, you got Batman, Catwoman continuing. Catwoman #34 is going on. You got Superman and the Authority, Supergirl, Legends of the Dark Knight, Blue and Gold #2, Red and Blue #6, Shazam #2, Clown Hunter #1, and Truth is Justice #7. If there's any book on this list I'm probably picking up for myself, it's going to be Batman Secret Files, Clown Hunter #1, just because I think Clown Hunter learns a lesson in this book, and I think it's going to be an interesting story, right? Clown Hunter's brutal mission to hunt down all the clowns from the Joker War continues. The untrained but focused vigilante stalks a boss-level clown, but his luck might be running out as he walks into an ambush set by Punchline. In a horrific parallel to his days at Gotham Academy, Gotham Clown Hunter finds himself overwhelmed and outgunned. Just the type of odds he likes. I don't know. I want to see what happens. I'm very interested to see what happens in this book. Alright, I'm probably grabbing the A cover if I grab any cover. And yeah, it's just really to write it. Ed Brinson's a pretty good writer. And you got Miko Suyan on the cover B. No, he's not. He's not on the cover B. He's on the regular cover. Wah, wah, wah. I'm just chock full of misinformation today, guys. Alright, now let's get into the rest of the books from all the other publishers. Oh, but before we do that, I got one more little thing to spec on. Almost forgot about this. You got Dark Knight's Death Metal #1, the soundtrack special edition with music from Rise Against with Broken Dreams, with flexi single Broken Dreams. Alright, so this is sold out at Things from Another World. If you can find it somewhere else, it looks like each issue of Death Metal that came out will have its own soundtrack with it. Looks like they're retailing for about $25, $24.99, $19.99 was the price if you had pre-ordered it through Things from Another World. So if you're into, you know, these vinyls or flexi singles and comic books and the mismatch of music, and you want a physical piece of music that goes with these comics, this is something to look into. It looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'm gonna invest in it myself, but this is definitely something that's cool to have. All right, now let's get into the rest of the books, and we're gonna start not with Boom, but we're gonna start with Image. All right, and these are the books coming out August 18th. All right, so the usual suspects. You got Ascender. That's Jeff Lemire's book. Jeff Lemire, always worth reading. Department of Truth #1 replacement 6-print cover, because they flip-flopped the covers on the last one. So if you bought the 1 in 25s, that was originally supposed to be the cover A, and they printed the cover A's on the 1 in 25s, and they printed the 1 in 25s on the cover A. So this week we get the actual real covers. What that does for whatever spec purposes, buying this book, that book, I don't know. I did not check. I didn't even know it happened until recently. Keep up on the news, guys. Anyway, what else you got? You got Home, which I heard is pretty good and it's coming to an end. You got Homesick Pilot. I like the writing. I like the artwork. It's been a little slow, but they're just reacclimating and reintroducing the characters after the first arc was done. So this is the second arc. Cool story. I recommend checking it out. What else do we got? What else am I checking out? Nocterra. Alright, I like Nocterra, guys. Nocterra #6 is coming out. #5 was fun. The series in a whole has been fun. Definitely recommend checking out Nocterra from Scott Snyder. Alright, and let's just take a look at this cover, because I think cover A is pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like a fight is breaking out. Alright. What else do we got? We got that Radiant Black #5 third printing, and there's also a 10 copy incentive variant that's just in black and white. But if your store has it, I recommend picking it up. You never know with these books. If you can get it at cover or less than cover, I think it's a good investment. You got Radiant Black #7 continuing the series. Second Chances #1, which we talked about in the spec. It's coming out. That's a pretty dope cover. Alright, I love that cover. Just for that, maybe I'll get it. Max Bertolini on that cover. Alright. And you got The Walking Dead Deluxe #21. Alright. Which is The Walking Dead, but with color interiors. So if anybody doesn't like black and white, now you have The Walking Dead in color. No excuse not to get it. Okay? But like we said with Second Chances, those interiors are black and white. So if you don't like black and white, stay away from it. Alright, Dark Horse. Anything at Dark Horse coming out that I'm picking up or that I'm interested in. I don't know. But Black Hammer is a pretty good series. So go ahead and jump on Black Hammer. You got Castlevania, Art of the Animated Series on Netflix. Castlevania is the animated series on there. Pretty good series. The artwork is pretty cool. That might be a good book to get if you're into that. All right. What else we got? Dark Horse is printing these EC Archive books. So you got MD. These are old school. I believe they're Golden Age. You know, if you get one of those books, you probably don't want to crack it open anyway because it's Golden Age. This has a suggested retail price though of $50. Ooh. So that's something that if you're a Golden Age fan, you might be interested in acquiring. Killer Queens #1 comes out. This is about some, it says here, super gay assassins. And yeah, that's the cover. It's Killer Queens #1. So that could be a fun book. Don't know. And Harrow County's out. That has a nice little following there. All right, we're going to IDW. And IDW has, of course, that Godzilla cover. Little, looks like Godzuki action. So people love those covers. They're not popping amazing on the secondary market if that's what you're hoping for, but there is a small niche market for people who love those covers. All right, Star Wars Adventures continues on. Anything Star Wars usually is worth getting, and Star Wars High Republic #7, definitely worth getting. There's always new characters popping up in that book, and you never know when one of those characters may become a thing, and that book will take off. Okay, DC, we already went through DC, but here you go. Here's a little bit more DC action. All right. Justice League #67. I'll probably grab that. All right, you got that Nightwing. Just a lot more books coming out. A lot more covers, as you see. All right, we're at Marvel Comics. All right, so you got that Black Cat, and this is a pretty cool cover. So if you're looking for cool covers this week, this could take one. That could be one of the covers of the week. All right, and then what else we got? You got some Gamma Flight #3. I didn't get Gamma Flight #2, so I'm not sure if I'll continue with this story, but we'll see. But you got that classic cover here. All right, and let's keep it going. All right. Kang #1. That might be worth a get. Boosh, Kang, the Conqueror. So if you guys like villains, you got a villain getting his own book. And as always with the new series, there will be a ton of covers. A, B, C, D's, E's, incentives, G's, F's, exclusives from stores, Scotty Young variants, all of them. All right, Marauders, one of my favorite X-Men titles. Boosh, there you go. Marauders #23. What can I say about this one besides that it's good? That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Marauders, it's good. I don't know if Jerry Dugan is going to put as much detail into this book because now he's writing the flagship X-Men title too, but this book will definitely be great supplemental material. And let's just go back and see who's doing the art. Ivan Fiorelli, Russell Dauterman on the cover. Okay. Working through, we got Spider-Man Annual #1. This is a tie-in into the Infinite Destinies series. What I will say about this is Amulet is making an appearance in the Spider-Man book, and there's rumors that there may be the introduction of a new character. Take that with a grain of salt, because that is not confirmed, but there may be a new character in there. Moon Knight #2. Number one sold that at my LCS. It seems to have some steam. I mean, with the Disney show coming up, this could be a good pickup. Dr. Berdier made his appearance in the first issue, so second appearance will be in here. That's definitely a long spec, but that's something you can spec on if you want. But here you go, Moon Knight number 2, the Peach Momoko variant. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know, pretty classic, pretty clean, if you ask me, with a little bit of blood splatter. All right, what else we got? We got Sinister War number 3 of 4. I haven't read number 2 yet, but reviews have not been that good on that book, so we'll see. We'll see what happens as Sinister War continues, but that's number 3 of 4. And as always, Jeffrey Veregi doing a pretty cool cover, in my opinion. All right, Spider-Woman. The covers on Spider-Woman are always awesome. All right. You've got Star Wars number 16, and you got another David Nakayama Most Wanted poster cover. Those covers are awesome. I should have been collecting them since day one, but I've been telling you guys about them, so you guys also should have been collecting them since day one. But I just have so many books. But David Nakayama is killing it with those wanted poster covers. All right, we got Star Wars Bounty Hunter number 3 of 5. So you guys are like, whoa, there's been so many War of the Bounty Hunter issues. Yes, but the main series is only up to issue number 3. So this is 3 of 5, okay? And it's been a fun read. I mean, Boba Fett is a BA. He's a Banff. And you got Jabba the Hutt tracking him down. It has been a good book, and there is a wanted poster for this one too. Oof, that might be the best one of all. I think I pre-ordered that one. Crossing my fingers that I pre-ordered that one. All right. What else? You got the Marvels. These are usually really cool covers. Alex Ross has been doing the covers. So I really haven't said, Alex Ross, you've done a horrible cover ever. So there you go. We're going to keep it going. Got Way of the X, X-Corp, X-Men Trial of Magneto, number 1 for all you X-Men fans. And there are a ton of covers for X-Men Trial of Magneto. All right, we're moving on to Dynamite. And Dynamite, as always, putting out a ton of covers. We'll show them. Lots of female heroes coming out of Dynamite. And a ton of covers. So there you go. Alright, I'm going to end off with a little vamp there. Alright, Boom Studios. You got Eat the Rich, which is in the spec books. Cool cover. Looks like a pretty cool premise. We'll see where this goes. And who knows? Boom books tend to pop all the time. Alright? Let's keep going. Let's keep looking for other stuff. What else? What else do we got? Anything? Power Rangers for you Power Rangers fans. So you got that in there. All right. And that's it for that. So let's get to the rest of the books coming out this week. You guys are at the finish line. We're just going to do a quick overview of everything else coming out this week. Hopefully you guys found something you wanted. Hopefully you knew what you wanted before you even watched this video. But if you didn't, maybe I helped you find something, and that's cool. Blade Runner Origins number 5 comes out for you Blade Runner fans, and there are a lot of covers on that one. Okay, so that's out there. The box number 1, this could be an interesting book to get. Red 5 Comics. Okay, this, you never know with these books, right? And Leo Bloom is a private detective. His partner is a box, a magic box from which he can take whatever he can imagine, some of the time. But when he's framed for the kidnapping of a prominent scholar, Leo suspects a plot to take his prized possession from him. Can he find out before either the police or the mafia find him? Alright, that's the box. Sounds like a good premise. Issue 1 of 4. It's supposed to be a 4-issue series. If you see it, I recommend you grab it. You never know. $3.95 price tag. Boosh. Could be worth a lot more in the future. Alright, we're going to keep Scrolling here. See what else we can find. See if anything else cool is out there. I mean, you got Elric #1 for you Elric fans. Got a Mignola cover on that. That's a pretty cool cover. That is a pretty cool cover. All right. We're almost at the end. We're almost at the end, guys. Yeah, what else we got? I mean, we're only at G. We go all the way to Z, but I'm going to keep going. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comments down below, because I love to know what else people out there think is good. Yeah, because I am interested in what other people are interested in. Serial #6 is coming out. I know a couple people reading Serial. Where have all the good comics gone? There's a ton of good comics this week. What are you talking about? All right, guys, that's the end. Thank you for joining me with this preview of the comics coming out this week. Don't forget, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below if you want to talk about the comics coming out this week. Thank you for joining me. Comic fam, comic fans, peace.